versus Spong, but this fight here is certainly one that has got great interest.
Final instructions here from the centre referee. You've got to wonder if early on here the aggression in the hands in particular of John Wayne Parr will make the difference. In his pro boxing career, a record of 10-3 with 10 knockouts. His last boxing fight, a decision loss to Sakio Bika back in 2003. JW has the hands. Buakaw, I would say, has the power with the legs. JW, in my opinion, needs to jump on Buakaw early here and try and knock the tie out while Buakaw is still cold. Once Buakaw gets his momentum going, once he finds his rhythm, it will get to JW. JW is going to pounce at him like a rabid pit bull in the first round. Let's see how it goes down. The world's title is on the line, 5-3.
Well, that is certainly Wayne's game plan. He's been doing a lot of sparring with Aussie pro Les Sherrington down at his gym, Bunchu Gym. And Les Sherrington is a boxer that I rate very highly in Australia. So Wayne's hands are going to be very sharp. And if there's an opening on Buakaw, I believe that's where it's also going to be, Michael.
Here we go, first round of action. The voice, Michael Chavello, Mark the Hammer Castanini with your ringside from beautiful Montego Bay in Jamaica. John Wayne Parr, the Aussie in the black. Buakaw Pramuk of Thailand in the white and silver. Step across outside thigh kick from JW. Fires off the rear hand. Bit of that early hand artillery coming into play there from the Aussie. Buakaw skips forward. Nice tip kick to the midsection from the Thai. JW goes to the bread basket. They trade leg kicks. Neither man managing to get the check in time. As JW goes to the liver section, you will see Buakaw drop his hands, which has been his undoing of late in K1 Max. As I said, by this time already against Andre Dzhabar last time out, the very inexperienced Andre Dzhabar, well, Buakaw was doing the chicken dance on his feet. Dzhabar almost knocked him out early on.
And good to see the promoters have jumped on the problem of the logos on the ring mat, ripped them up, and put the fighters' priorities over their own, and taken those logos off to make sure that the action is first class in all these bouts.
Buakaw just seeing what JW has to offer here. JW goes for the cage, good catch and sweep. Textbook execution there from Buakaw Pramuk. Buakaw's 220th career fight. JW's centenary. 100 fights tonight for Australia's greatest ever.
And that takedown that the Buakaw just executed, the Thai judges are going to love that. They're going to absolutely love it.
As always, Buakaw absolutely ripped, stripped and striated. More muscles than a seafood casserole on the Thai. JW looking to feint with the right hand there. Buakaw wades out with a turning left hook, fires a front kick to the midsection.
Seafood casserole. You've been watching a bit of Gordon Ramsay?
No, I've been eating the buffet at the hotel, Hammer. Seafood myself, senseless here in Jamaica. JW goes to the outside lead thigh again. Ooh, nice high right round kick from Buakaw. Look at the loop to shoot around the back of the neck and tags JW on the way in with a nice short left hook. You'll often see Buakaw smile at JW. Even when he gets hit, it's a Thai trademark. When you get hit hard, the smile's even bigger, just to show your opponent that they didn't hurt you. Buakaw launches in, throws a left hook.
I think Buakaw's going to be loath to get into any elbow exchanges because, of course, as you mentioned earlier, Michael, he does not want to get cut. He doesn't want to get injured, so he can compete in that K1 tournament coming up. So if I was Wayne, I'd get in close and start to throw the elbows, cut him up a bit. So that's going to maybe play on his thought process. He wants to keep this fight at range.
Buakaw edging forward. JW's guard up nice and high. Chab, outside thigh kick from Buakaw. Throws the knee to the upper left rib cage at the tie. Final few seconds here of the opening round. Been a cerebral fight so far from both of these men. I'd give the slight advantage, though, to Buakaw Pramuk as he throws round kicks off both legs and they head to the corners. Hammer, we will struggle not to show our Australian bias because we have much love for JW. But I've got to give that first round to Buakaw Pramuk 10-9.
Well, certainly no one has more of a one-eyed view on JW than myself. He's been down to my gym down at the Hammer's gym there in Australia and working out with the boys down there, and he's a regular at the gym. But JW, I'm afraid this round I'll have to give to Buakaw, especially, and I think it was the defining moment would have been that takedown. That's probably where he's initiated a lot of attacks. But for me, what has made the difference is the takedown.
Let's take a look how it went down there in the first round.
Once again, JW just getting his leg caught, and Buakaw taking him right down very quickly indeed and looking very confident and cocky. Buakaw. JW, I feel, is not as free-flowing as I would like to see him, especially with the hands.
Did you see the size of the calves on Buakaw, Hammer? They're not calves. They're cows. The legs of Buakaw.
It's renowned.
Just massive legs on the thigh. As I said earlier, the kicking power that he is renowned for, Buakaw. Also, there was a period, though, Hammer, when Buakaw was renowned for his handiwork. When he won his second K1 Max World title, he steamrolled through everybody with his hands. It was probably the greatest K1 victory in K1 history, be it K1 heavyweights or K1 middleweights. It was just so dominant from Buakaw.
Look, I think as a kick fighter, Buakaw 07, 06, 07 version.
05, 06.
Yeah, right up. It was certainly personified textbook technique. I love his push kick. I love his front kick. He hasn't changed his fight style that much. And this is perhaps something that I'm interested to see. JW, of course, would have studied Buakaw. I would have liked to see him scoop out that push kick and then answer with something, but he's getting pegged with it.
Buakaw, two-time K1 Max World Champion, 04, 06, 05, of course, was won by Andy Sauer, who also repeated in 07. Here we go, second round of action, unofficially first round, we're giving the way of Buakaw 10-9. Fires out a side kick, outside thigh kick to the lead leg, but Dzhabar checked it. Nice counter kick from Buakaw. Good left hook from the tie. You can see the sweat fly off the brow of Dzhabar momentarily. Gut-munching knee, folds him in half like a piano accordion and just throws Dzhabar to the canvas. Aggressive start here from Buakaw, poor Pramuk. Oh, good right hand from Dzhabar. Just needed a little bit more starch behind it, though, and they are duking it out in centering.
Well, JW really needs to shut down the kicking range and get in and work his hands. The lateral movement needs to be quick, and the hands need to be overlapping just as quick. There's another high-scoring technique for Buakaw.
Buakaw, poor Pramuk, more kick than a chorus line here in the second round. Catches Dzhabar with the left hand, straight right off the jaw from Dzhabar, not getting through. A high right round kick from Buakaw, just trying to compress that carotid artery. Buakaw feels him with the jab, uses it as a rangefinder for that rear leg round kick, and again slams it to the upper left side of the carcass of Wayne Parr. The Aussie digs him with the uppercut, trying to put the chin through the top of the head. Dzhabar, as the Hammer said, needs to close the gap, needs to get on the inside and work those succulent hands. 10 knockouts, 10 wins as a pro boxer for Dzhabar. He was the man who outboxed the boxer Mike Zambides in Melbourne in May. Buakaw, left hook, high right round kick, good combination there, Hammer.
Good combination, and I noticed that Buakaw is starting to pick up that JW props off his on his rear leg and leaves his front leg up. So he's starting to grab that front leg, that lead leg, and slip into the clinch and push down. So JW needs to sort of move out of that. Again, you see him just propping on his right leg and poking with the left. He either needs to commit with the push kick or not lift that lead leg off the ground at all.
Oh, nice counter again. Leaned out of the back of the 1-2 from JW and just counter-struck him off the hands. Did Buakaw. Ties up the Aussie against the ropes. Tries to drill a knee into the midsection. Referee breaks them. Liver shot from Buakaw. High right round kick. Eats a right hand from JW. Turning elbow from Dzhabar. Couldn't get through. Big right hand between the eyes of the tie. Inside the final 30 seconds of the second round of 5. Oh, smack bang on the schnoggin. Overhand elbow from JW, didn't get past the forearms. That was a beautiful right hand earlier on from the Australian.
Well, this is, I think, the strategy that Wayne Parr needs to employ. Hands merging to elbows. Look for a cut with the elbow. He just needs to be firing a lot quicker.
Puts on the knee guard, does Dzhabar. Buakaw tries to hit off the break with a left hook. Oh, step up elbow, turns it in nicely off the lead arm, does Dzhabar. In combination from Buakaw, we go to the towels, Hammer. A much harder round to score, in my opinion. First part of the round, I thought, to Buakaw. Latter part of the round to Dzhabar.
I'll agree with you there. I think, again, there was a takedown in that round that could just lean that round to Buakaw. A closer round, potentially a draw, potentially going to Buakaw.
Hammer, you're going to get splinters in your backside sitting on the fence like that. Give me a result. Who are you calling it to? Write it down on your little scorecard there. Not that I can understand your writing. You should have been a doctor, Hammer. Who are you scoring it to?
I'm going to go even on that round.
I agree. I mean, we're in agreement. It's rare. The Jamaican night air has brought out a sense of friendship between us. Camaraderie never seen before in Australia or anywhere else around the world we've commentated together.
Perhaps it could be that waft of Jamaican air flowing around. That
there is a certain smell that permeates Jamaica.
That makes us so much more friendly. And a little bit hungry,
and
perhaps.
Relax. Let's have a look how it went down. As we said, folks, unofficially, we're giving it a 10-all round in the second.
And there was the dominance in the clinch from Buakaw that will score highly for him. A nice push kick, Buakaw, and lightning fast reflexes to catch the round kick of Wayne Parr. Hook, round kick combination, Buakaw, very composed, not wasting a lot of energy and picking his shots. Great precision, Buakaw. Wayne Parr, I'd like to see him just open up a little bit more. And I think in his mind he's going to start to throw some more elbows in this coming third round. And I think that's a definite must for him.
JW trying to crack through with the elbows in the second. Not successful in landing one, but they're great to see when the fighters employ all 8 weapons of Muay Thai. Final instructions. Buakaw first to emerge off his stall here in centering. JW a little slower off the mark as he received a lot more instruction in the corner. 10-9 first round, we've given it to Buakaw. 10-all second round came J-Dub.
He certainly
even up the scorecards, or at least our scorecards, Hammer, as we go the third of 5.
He certainly doesn't look to have the energy that had him amped in Melbourne, Australia, fighting Mike Zambides. But then again, he had 2,500 people on his side, so fighting in a foreign land and against a very tough opponent is looking to be a hard road ahead, a hard night at the office for Wayne Parr.
Step across, thigh kick from JW. Chases him with the right hand, the big kibosh. And Buakaw wore it, turned him around and countered with a right hand of his own. That was more like it from JW, but how well did Buakaw take that shot, Hammer? He ate the glove.
And again, he wears the right hand, Buakaw.
Crossing elbow from the tie, and again trying to chop the ear off of JW. Tough stuff here from Buakaw. JW finally launching the heavy artillery here in the third.
Lockdown knee strike, knee guard from Wayne Parr.
Wow, Buakaw forced to lick the leather here in the third round so far. Slammed into the upper right rib cage. Again. Double jab right hand from JW. They tie up and tango back in front of our commentary position. Great third round here. JW's 100th career fight. I know it's been going through his mind for a long time. Who would be opponent number 100 as he does the lean back and tries to counter with the right hand. When he found out it was going to be Buakaw, he was absolutely elated.
Well, certainly all the people from Queensland in Australia, and especially Bunchu Gym, Wayne's gym, will be on the edge of their seats for this one. Trying to will a win to the Aussie, but Buakaw is looking a little confident, but he gets a little bit more of a blue tinge on his head wearing the gloves of Wayne Parr.
Buakaw going for that liver again, and he digs down with the left hand, fires a teep kick to the midsection, steps up and locks on the grapple, does the tie, and tries to drag J-Dub down with him as the referee gets a little physical. Under a minute remaining here in the third of 5. Elbow from J-Dub, just lost his footing. Takes a big breath, does JW, crossing elbow again, looking to shear the teeth off of Buakaw. Inside thigh kick from J-Dub. Buakaw goes to the outside lead thigh. Just checks him off the front kick, tries to snake in the left hook again, does the tie. And a good bread and butter combination. Jab outside thigh kick from J-Dub. Body shot from Buakaw. JW just needed to turn that right hand a little more. Goes for a crossing elbow off the lead arm, does the Australian. Buakaw looking to force him against the ropes here and work that, the right hand. Final 10 seconds of this round. Can Buakaw go kleptomaniac and just steal it here with a final technique? Knee to the midsection, end of the round. JW pumps the fist into the air, Hammer, but do you think the Australian got it?
I think it was certainly the best round of the night for him, and landing some good shots with the hands, Wayne Parr. A good close round yet again. And I'll lean the way of Wayne Parr on that round. I think he landed the cleaner shots with the hand department, answered the low leg kicks, and it was a lot more of an even round with Wayne landing more striking via the hands.
What is happening, Hammer? We're in agreement again. This is unnatural. It does not feel right to me, Hammer. Let's take a look how it went down. We both got it, going the way of JW there in the third.
But it's a long night, and I'm sure things will change, Michael. Again, the rampaging John Wayne Parr stalks forward, and that is the game plan that he needs to employ if he's going to rattle Buakaw, because at kicking range, at distance, it's going to be Buakaw with those long legs, those beautiful push kicks that he's going to be working and overlapping. Buakaw throws a round kick and a double round kick off that rear leg, a lot of power. For those of you watching this one, do not underestimate the power in those round kicks, because tests have likened the Thai round kick to the impact of a car accident. So these guys' bodies are well conditioned to take that impact.
JW receiving instructions in his corner as he looks for his 73rd career win. Buakaw Pramuk looking for his 188th career win. Let's have a look at the Muay Thai power here. Leg kick from Buakaw to the lead leg of JW as he tried to bring it up to check it. They trade leg kicks. JW just pouncing on him. There's the right hand.
Beautiful done. Beautifully done. Now we're sort of getting into the latter rounds. The lactic acid will be kicking into the muscles. The guy's legs and arms will be feeling very heavy indeed. And it really becomes a mental battle now. You have to put all of that out of your mind and just focus at the job at hand. And this is where the fight game becomes a little bit more mental or spiritual and less physical.
Fourth round of 5, Michael Chavello, Mark the Hammer Castanini with your ringside from Montego Bay, champions of champions 2. I hope you're enjoying it, folks, wherever you're watching. JW cracking away to that lead thigh of Buakaw. Throws the right hand as the lead punch, then the left round kick does JW. Trying to mix it up a little here, the Australian. Good start here from John Wayne Parr as he edges out of the way of the high right round kick of Buakaw. And again, just goes for that lead leg, trying to tenderise the quadriceps area. Buakaw catches the kicking leg, can't execute a sweep, looks for an elbow, then fires away to the lower left rib cage. 3-punch combination not landing for JW. Steps across and hits the back leg. Good timing from the Aussie.
Well, John Wayne Parr needs to look confident. He needs to maintain his balance and poise, because again, the judges will be looking at that. They look at aggression and they look at how much balance and Muay Thai technique you exhibit. If you're a little bit loose, a little bit untidy, even though you're scoring, it doesn't always reflect on the judges' scorecard. We've got to remember also the judges are predominantly Thais, scoring one of the Thai greats, so they're going to be looking after their boy, perhaps.
Oh, nice high right round kick from Buakaw, then drills the knee into the sternum of JW. Just in front of that big Bob Marley banner. Can you go anywhere in Jamaica here, Hammer, without hearing Bob Marley? It's everywhere, Hammer.
Give me love.
Everywhere. One love, brother. One love. Buakaw just edging forward. JW fakes with the back kick. Goes for the inside lead thigh of the tie. Oh, Buakaw, nicely done. High right round kick, going to loop the shin around the back of the neck again.
I'll tell you what, I'm just surprised they haven't replaced the Thai music with a little bit of reggae. It's absolutely everywhere.
Look at the steel drums from the beach as Buakaw comes forward again. JW counters and locks him up. Who will get the better exchange in the clinch here? Buakaw looking for the takedown. A high knee to the upper spine region of JW as the referee has to pry these two men off of each other. Left hook from JW. Buakaw looking down at JW's feet here. Setting himself, perhaps for that right hand, perhaps for another rear leg round kick.
Now it's JW that's stalking Buakaw, and Buakaw moving back. So JW is starting to turn the aggressor meter up, and that's exactly what he has to do. He's got to pick up the aggression level. He's got to start to dominate and go bombing.
JW landed a nice left hand. Buakaw just shrugged it off. It was straight to the orbital bone of the tie. Final 10 seconds here of the round.
Nice defence, JW. So far for mine, Buakaw hasn't landed anything of any great scoring capabilities.
I tell you what, Hammer,
John
on my
Wayne Parr.
scorecard, Wayne Parr takes that one 10-9. So I've got him losing the first round, a drawn second round, the third and fourth going the way of JW, the Australian in the lead by the slightest of margins on our unofficial scorecard. You agree a 10-9 round there for JW?
Certainly. I'm just going to play devil's advocate here and reassess the scorecard. Now, the first round definitely Buakaw. The third and fourth definitely Wayne Parr. For me, it's the second round that's in question. Even though we gave it to Wayne Parr, I'm putting my thought process aside for a moment and trying to get myself in the judges' mind space. I believe they could have and may have given that second round to Buakaw. So if that's the case, that's 2 rounds apiece, which makes this last round the definitive round and the one that's going to be up for the taking.
JW, who we definitely thought won the third and fourth round with combinations like these you're seeing in centering. It was certainly a much more aggressive start from the Australian at the beginning of the fourth round than it had been for the previous 3. Buakaw taking some big breaths. We can see the red corner in front of our commentary position.
Get some smelling salts there for Buakaw. Just trying to clear the nasal passages and get his breathing right. Certainly one thing I've noticed already early in the night is that the fighters, the environment and the air here, the altitude, I think has taken its toll. All these fighters are supremely fit, Michael, but they're looking a little gassed early. Just
to give you folks a little bit of what's happening here around the ring as far as weather goes, it's really not that humid here tonight. There's a beautiful breeze blowing in from behind us, so it's coming in pretty much from Buakaw's red corner, blowing across towards Wayne's blue corner. It's blowing in off the Caribbean Ocean, which is just behind us. Beautiful temperature. It's actually quite cool with that breeze and not that humid. So no really adverse conditions here for our fighters tonight. And as the Hammer said, all have known long about this card and all have trained up an absolute treat for it as we kick off the final round of action here.
Oh, they picked this one up at a lightning pace to start. I think both corners know that this could be the defining round.
Catch and sweep from Buakaw, can't execute it. JW back to centre ring. Cracks away that outside lead thigh again. You can see Buakaw drop the left hand to catch the kick. Couldn't work the counter off it. Good leg speed from JW, continually cracking away to that lead thigh of Buakaw. Double round kick off the lead leg. He's switched up off it, used it off the back stance.
Nice defence. John Wayne Parr again with that tight guard. He's built the wall of defence nicely on his lead side.
We said how last time in his last fight against Zambides, he outboxed the boxer. At the moment here in the final round, he is out kicking the kicker. High right round kick from Buakaw. Checks the low kick. Wayne Parr just wades through with the right hand, looking for the tub thumper. Can he find it?
He needs a strong round. He needs a strong finish, the Australian. Buakaw, in turn, needs exactly the same.
All tied up again, dead centre of the ring. Referee has to pry them apart. Don't forget, under WMC rules, you get 5 seconds in the clinch to be active. If not, the referee will break and restart. JW keeping very light on the ball of his front feet, as most Muay Thai fighters do. They'll flick it out to use as a rangefinder with the teep kicks or the front kicks. Skips forward again. He's looking to throw the right hand here. Watch it come down the tube. There it is. Big kibosh from JW. Just rocked the head back and again.
Right hand.
Buakaw doing a quick count of his teeth after that one.
Slightly blue-tinged head now on Buakaw via the leather of John Wayne Parr's gloves.
Fat lip after that one, Hammer. Be able to suck an egg. As they just tango. A little bit of a side headlock there from Buakaw. This has been, I feel, Wayne Parr's round again. Good high right round kick from Buakaw, but he's throwing only the one shots here, is Buakaw, whereas JW is throwing more combinations. Finds the mark with a good 1-2, locks up the tie against the ropes, draws a little knee under the right rib cage.
Well, just over 30 seconds to go, and time is of the essence here for both fighters.
Buakaw going for a waist clinch. It's a bit of a waltz into centre ring.
And just wait when that 10-second clacker hits, that both of these fighters will open up, no doubt.
It's not a clacker, Hammer. It's some hot Jamaican girl absolutely slamming her hand on the canvas.
She goes. Getting herself in position now.
Crossing elbow from JW. He went for the gash maker to open up what we call the money box on top of the head of Buakaw. It is not what Buakaw wants with that K1 fight in 2.5 weeks' time. You've got to wonder at this stage if that is going through Buakaw's mind, if maybe he's not opening up as much as we thought he may have. Does a bit of quick evasion, gets out of the way of the round kicks of J-Dub. End the fight, Hammer, and both men pump their fists into the air as I give the final round a 10-9 to John Wayne Parr.
I'm going to go with you on that one, and I'm going to look at the scores in reflection. Give the first 2 rounds. Let's play devil's advocate here. Give the first 2 rounds to Buakaw. Definitely the last 3 have to go to the Aussie John Wayne Parr.
Okay. If you do that, Hammer, it's 49-48 to JW. On my scorecard, I've got it 49-47 to JW. Either way, I've got it to JW.
Either way, it's got to be to JW.
Now, Hammer, my question is,
he's not looking.
I feel that Buakaw really slowed down after the second round. What do you think happened to Buakaw? He didn't seem to have the same crack, the same pace, the same aggression that he had in the opening 2 rounds. As we have a look at some of the action of JW hunting down Buakaw here in the final round.
Well, I feel Buakaw didn't stay with the game plan that he had employed in the first and second round. You know, certainly in the clinches where he's comfortable, but I think that topic we spoke of earlier, that his concern not to get cut with elbows, made him stay at range, made him want to stay out of that clinch for fear of getting cut with an elbow because of his upcoming fight. John Wayne Parr perhaps exploited that opportunity, tried to get into the clinch as we're seeing now, and perhaps that would have been where he should have worked a lot more. But not to say he's done anything wrong at all in this fight, JW, apart from the fact that I feel he probably started a little slow. But he did finish stronger. He did let his hands flow. He did have better technique and was the aggressor, certainly in the 4th and 5th, which is where a lot of the high scoring comes from the Thai judging.
Will it be a cause for celebration here tonight in Montego Bay for John Wayne Parr, Australia's all-time greatest and arguably one of the greatest, if not the all-time most decorated Western Muay Thai fighter, John Wayne Parr, runner-up at the Contender Asia Season 1 last year? Or will it be celebrations for Buakaw Pramuk in his return to Muay Thai rules, the world's former middleweight champion? He defeated John Hod for the title in 2006. Wayne Parr was also a former champion who lost a world title fight against Yodson Klai.
It's a bit of the Thai hoodoo for John Wayne Parr with certain Thai fighters, and he's fallen victim to some very controversial decisions in his time. Let's hope tonight is not so controversial. 100th fight, will it be heartbreak or jubilation for John Wayne Parr? We'll find out in a few short moments as the scorecards are tabulated. We're
almost ready for the results. As I look around the audience here in Montego Bay, so many celebrities on hand as well. Just looking to my right, Grant Show, Jake off Melrose Place is here. Also, the beautiful Elizabeth Hendrickson from The Young and the Restless, who had a great time partying with last night, Hammer. She's a lovely lady. And let's go now for the official results. Cedric, the entertainer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the scorecards. Let's give it up for these fighters. Let them know you love it. Judge 1 scores the bout 49-48. Judge 2 scores the bout 49-46. And Judge 3 scores the bout 50-49. All in favor. And the winner by unanimous decision in the red corner.
Oh, Buakaw's taken it. Buakaw has taken it on all 3 judges' scorecards here, and absolutely dejected, and I might say, Hammer, a little miffed John Wayne Parr. We thought Parr had it.
Well, certainly John Wayne didn't look as confident as I would have liked to see him at the end of that fight. I think he was a little down on himself, and his confidence level wasn't as high as it perhaps should be, and the hoodoo stalks John Wayne Parr yet again, with Buakaw getting what I believe is a bit of a controversial decision here in Jamaica.
I'd tell you what, this one will be debated worldwide on the internet forums. Buakaw now taking his 188th career victory. More important than that, though, he is now the world's WMC junior middleweight champion. Here's again a look at how it went down for Buakaw Pramuk. Throwing a knee to the midsection there on JW, just dumping the Australian to the canvas. And let's go now inside of centering, but Paul Lazenby is going to chat with the world champion Buakaw Pramuk and also the Aussie, John Wayne Parr. Here's Paul Lazenby.
ร่างกายไม่ดีร่างกายไม่ดีหมดแล้วหมดเลยเนี่ยก่อนเข้าไปต่อยเควันลำบากร่างกายหมดมากเขาอย่างนั้นหรือว่าสายความเก่า
Thank you. First of all, I want to congratulate both of you gentlemen. Very, very credible title challenges, both of you, and an unbelievable match. Thank you. Unbelievable match. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have one more hand for what was an absolutely incredible World Muay Thai title match. Neither one of these men is walking out of here a loser. Buakaw, first I would like to ask, it's well known that you have a very important match coming up in Japan in a short amount of time, and I'm wondering if, with John Wayne Parr being one of the best Muay Thai fighters in the world, you felt extra pressure that perhaps this fight would affect your performance in Japan.
ถามว่าเขารู้ว่าอีกไม่นานนี้เองจะต้องไปต่อยต่อที่ญี่ปุ่นเขาก็เลยถามว่าเกรงกลัวบ้างไหมว่าในเมื่อจอห์น เวย์น พาร์ก็เป็นนักมวยระดับโลกเหมือนกันว่าไฟท์เนี้ยจะมีผลกระทบกับไฟท์ต่อไปหรือเปล่า
ก็คงไม่มีอะไรเพราะว่าก็ร่างกายที่ชกแล้วก็ไม่เจ็บเท่าไหร่แล้วก็จะได้กลับไปเก็บตัวซ้อมต่อไปชกต่อไปครับ
He said it's no problem at all. He didn't get too much punishment just now, so he thinks he can get back home, train hard, and he's ready to fight again.
And I'd like to for coming in much opponents, you cut weight and then gain a lot of points back before the fight. You're also known for having exceptional hands. Did you find that those weighed in your favor at all at any point in this fight?
Yeah, my hands usually go all right, but Buakaw's front kick's really hard to get past to land on his face. I had a bit of a hard time bridging the gap and trying to score, but a couple of times I did hit him. I just couldn't capitalise. He's just too evasive. But it was a great match. Thank you again once again, Buakaw. That was cool. I hope everyone enjoyed it at home. I hope everyone here in Jamaica enjoyed it, and I hope everyone at home in Australia and around the world loved it as well.
We have two world champions walking out of here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Buakaw, John Wayne Parr. Let's hear it for him. Hammer, Michael, back to you.
For that, Paul. Great interviews there in centering. What a fight, JW and Buakaw, as I said last